This goes on page 64 in your notebooks. Our content objective is we will be able to determine a linear equation's intercepts and describe their meanings in real-world situations. And then your heading is finding intercepts when given an equation. There are normally two different intercepts for a linear equation. We have an x-intercept and a y-intercept. Sometimes you will only have one, but more often than not you will have two, but no more than two intercepts for a linear equation. With an x-intercept, there's some important things that we need to remember. With the x-intercept, y equals 0. So that means that when we have an ordered pair, we're going to have an x value, comma, 0. That's our x-intercept. So then similarly, when we have a y-intercept, x equals 0. And that just makes sense. If you're looking at the graph, you know that when it crosses the y-axis, x equals 0. So that means that our ordered pair is going to be 0, comma, some value of y. When we're solving to find x and y intercepts, we need to solve the equation twice. So we're going to plug in two different values. So for every equation, we need to branch it off into two different parts. The first part, we'll say that's our x-intercept. And we know that our x-intercept has a y value of 0. So that means I'm going to rewrite my equation, so 3x plus 2, but instead of y, I'm going to put 0, because that's what y equals. So 3x plus 2 times 0. Well, 2 times 0 is 0, so we're going to see that 3x equals 6. And then we divide both sides by 3, and we see that x equals 2. So that means our ordered pair would be 2, comma, 0. An x value of 2, which we just found, and a y value of 0. So when we solve it again with y, our y-intercept, we're going to plug in x equals 0. And we're going to do the same thing. So 3 times 0 plus 2y equals 6. 3 times 0 is 0, so 2y equals 6. Divide both sides by 2. Y equals 3. So when we write our ordered pair, we're going to have 0, comma, 3. So now we have an x-intercept of 2, 0 and a y-intercept of 0, 3. We're going to do the same thing again. Branch it off into two different problems, an x-intercept and a y-intercept. With our x-intercept, y equals 0. With our y-intercept, x equals 0, and then we're going to solve it. So we have to rewrite it with y equals 0 first. So 6x plus 3 times 0 equals 18. 6x plus 3 times 0. Well, 3 times 0 is 0, so we get 6x equals 18. So now we divide both sides by 6. When we do so, those cancel out, so we get x equals 3. So that means our ordered pair is going to be 3, comma, 0 for our x-intercept. So when we find the y-intercept, we plug in x equals 0. So 6 times 0 plus 3y equals 18. So 6 times 0 is 0, so 3y equals 18. Divide both sides by 3. Y equals 6. So that means our ordered pair is 0, comma, 6. Third example. So we have two different branches, an x-intercept where y equals 0, a y-intercept where x equals 0. We plug it in, we get x plus 2 times 0 equals 8. 2 times 0 is 0, so all that's left is x equals 8. Nothing to simplify. So that means our ordered pair is 8, comma, 0. Then on the other side, so if we plug in 0 for x, 0 plus 2y equals 8. So 2y equals 8. Divide both sides by 2. And y equals 4. So that means the ordered pair is 0, comma 4. We will definitely be doing more of these examples in class, but you're going to have a quiz on Tuesday, November 5th. Good luck. I'll see you then.